Here it is. Stand up to cancer. That's right. Stand up to cancer.
What is really going on with myeloma, with people that end up getting myeloma, so that we can prevent the kind of pain that Kelly faced, since African Americans and family members of myeloma patients are more at risk for the disease. Now we can test them and look to intercept the cancer before it starts. The thing I've learned about cancer is that it's not a death sentence, and I think it also has revealed how close we are.
He just really made sure that I was taken care of. I never doubted that you love me, but now I really know, because you have done so much. I do think you saved my life.
You could be a caregiver, or you could donate to a charity like Stand Up to Cancer to make sure that we all work together to make things better. There's just a lot of dust in my eyes right now. What a love story. Support during a cancer journey is critical to making it through. But some patients face more barriers to care than others, which is why support from donors like Bristol Myers Squibb is also critical. They're committed to advancing health equity along with Stand Up to Cancer. Lung cancer is the #1 cancer killer in the Black community. Bristol Myers Squibb is funding lung cancer research teams and educational campaigns to advance care and increase clinical trial enrollment in underserved Black and rural communities. Bristol Myers Squibb is transforming lives through science and playing an important part in working towards correcting disparities and reducing deaths. I'm proud to stand here tonight to knock down healthcare barriers, bring more equity and real change to our loved ones. Stand up too. If the phone lines are busy, keep trying. Go to the website now. Join us and share your story. What shows more indifference than cancer? It's not concerned with where you live, what you look like, how old or young you are. It pays no mind to how much money you make, and doesn't care whether you're a mother in South LA, a best friend in Brooklyn, or an international superhero. Many of us were devastated to learn of Chadwick Boseman's tragic passing after he privately grappled with cancer for several years. The world lost an incredible artist and a true hero. But before he was a public figure, he was a person like you or me, a son, a brother, uncle, cousin, friend, colleague, husband. Many of us are all too familiar with the fracture a dearly loved one's passing leaves in the lives of those who love them. Here to perform a song about living with the reality of loss and finding a way forward is Chadwick's wife, Simone.
We've always had villains to face, bad guys to take down.
But you? You're worse than all of them put together. You are the most horrible of all. Just because you're tough, it doesn't mean we can't beat you.
We're not here because we have to be. We are here because we've had enough of you. It's not fun having to show you who's boss. Every single one of us is mortal. Even me.
Even me. Especially me. But inside of us,
We are all heroes.
one person is not a team.
But when we join together,
Together.
you don't stand a chance. We are glorious.
We're resilient.
We are powerful. And we will win.
We all have the power to do something. To change something.
To stand up to cancer. So stand up with us. Stand up to fight. Stand up to win.
It all happened at once. I quit my day job, Tran got pregnant with twins, two beautiful girls, Alexa and Zoe. And then she found a lump while breastfeeding.
I was young and had no family history of breast cancer. I thought there was no way this could be cancer. But it was. I was diagnosed with stage 3 triple negative breast cancer. When I asked my oncologist if I was going to be okay, he couldn't answer me. And that's when I knew I might not survive this.
Everything in our tracks stopped.
I immediately thought about my girls and Ken. What are they going to do if I die? I had to confront the possibility of my own mortality.
Tran was just so strong. And in fact, 2 days before starting her chemotherapy, she took her medical board recertification exam, an 8-hour test, and passed it with flying colors.
The chemotherapy I was starting was new at the time. We had a long road ahead of us, but taking this test was my way of saying, I'm going to beat this. I'm proud to say that I'm cancer-free, 13 years and counting.
You are the reason I got involved with Stand Up to Cancer in the first place. And I'm here to celebrate you because you complete me, ho.
We're here tonight because we believe in the work that Stand Up to Cancer is doing. It's simple. Science saves lives. Science saved my life.
And scientists and all the different Stand Up to Cancer research teams continue to work behind the scenes on some really groundbreaking new stuff. They're training artificial intelligence to detect lesions undetectable to the human eye. Others are reprogramming your T cells into cancer-finding machines. And together with their partners at the Van Andel Institute, Stand Up to Cancer has a dream team exploring something called immunoepigenetics that involves activating your immune system and switching key genes on or off to help destroy cancer cells. And their long-term partnership is making a difference in patients' lives.
It's truly incredible. Doctors, scientists, and researchers are thinking outside the box. That's what it's going to take to end cancer. That's what it takes to make the impossible possible.
Stand Up to Cancer came at a very critical time.
Everyone was siloed, and sharing data was a very difficult thing.
Now, we can credibly say
It's a collaborative effort.
dream teams, immunotherapy, convergence,
Innovative approaches, technologies, and genetics.
Precision medicine,
pharma, clinical trials,
Interception.
Wonderful.
Momentum.
Stand Up to Cancer really allows us to take chances, and they're okay with not all the ideas working to get that special one that's going to make a huge difference.
The war on cancer started in 1971. We did not think we had the tools to cure cancer. What's actually changed?
cancer doesn't have to be that death sentence that we used to think about 10 years ago.
It's scientists, it's technologists, advocates, it's patients. We're all working together.
Stand Up to Cancer has made team science the norm.
And that's why Stand Up to Cancer is out there shouting, now, now, now. Let's go.
The first time in the last few years, we're starting to see light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm looking at an amazing arsenal of diverse weaponry,
Quantitative ways of thinking.
Targeted therapies.
combination therapies,
Human microenvironment.
bioinformatics.
Genomics.
Let's just push it and see what happens.
Watch what's possible when teams come together and they're funded by someone who cares.
Stand Up to Cancer started the revolution, but it's an evolving revolution.
There's no turning back.
One thing that makes Stand Up to Cancer unique is that they bring expert voices, diverse donors, and collaborators together to develop the most game-changing research.
And thanks to their newest donors this year, Stand Up to Cancer will launch 2 new Catalyst teams and a new research team dedicated to finding treatments for head and neck cancers, which are diagnosed in about 67,000 Americans annually. But it's not all about the numbers. It's about the people's stories that bring the reality of cancer's impact into focus.
On the show in 2012, a wife and mother had just given birth when she found out she had stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
She underwent an experimental chemotherapy which was approved by the FDA thanks in part to Stand Up to Cancer funded research, and she beat the odds. But, as it is too often with cancer, it came back last year.
Fortunately, Elizabeth O'Connor once again received new cutting-edge treatments and the most precious gift, more time.
When I was 5 years old, my mom was diagnosed with cancer after she had my brother. I just remember her being sick a lot and in and out of the hospital. Press the record button. You press it? Okay, there we go.
Now I got it.
Hi, I'm Abigail O'Connor.
Hi, my name is Andrew O'Connor.
I'm 15 years old.
I'm 10 years old.
I want to tell you about my family. About 10 years ago, my mom was on Stand Up to Cancer. I remember them coming to our house and filming, and that was the first time I'd truly seen my mom and dad cry.
We've had so many good memories as a family in the past 10 years.
Favorite memories growing up was taking trips to Destin because my birthday used to always be that week. So it was like I got to go to the beach for my birthday every year.
Happy birthday, dear Abigail. Being able to fish with my dad. Your turn, Daddy.
Good job, bud.
One of my favorite family trips was when we went to Disney in 2018. It was our Christmas present. It's very exciting riding the roller coasters with my mom. Her laugh just kind of like carries. It's like, That's why we make her laugh, to hear it, because it makes everyone else laugh. Mom, how valuable do you think time is?
It's a gift, really.
Cancer research has definitely made an impact on my mom.
We've been very fortunate to be able to be a part of a lot of new treatments that have given Elizabeth time to get to the next best thing.
It's unheard of to live 10 plus years for pancreatic cancer.
My mom is a fighter. She's always trying to fight for her life so she can be here with us.
Push, push, you got it. Here you go. Abigail, your brother.
I love you. I can't put it into words how much it means to me to spend more time with my family, to not have that fear that I wouldn't be around.
That's the most important thing to me, is that she's here.
To the people watching at home, I would say thank you, and please donate so you can help more people like my mom.
I don't know how my life would be without her.
You really don't know how much time you have left with someone, so that time is very important.
I'll love her forever.
Elizabeth O'Connor's access to the latest immunotherapy drugs was vital to her. Stand Up to Cancer, since its inception, has supported many teams studying immunotherapy, one of the most promising areas of cancer research today.
However, in 1998, pancreatic cancer patients had practically no effective treatment options.
Since then, the Lustgarten Foundation has funded the science that has been a part of nearly every significant advancement in the fight against pancreatic cancer in an effort to transform it into a curable disease. And together with Stand Up to Cancer, they've created the Pancreatic Cancer Collective to fund even more critical research to give pancreatic cancer patients, like Elizabeth O'Connor, time and hope.
I just want to take a moment to personally thank everyone who has already donated tonight.
And I'd also like to thank someone who was there for us, our good friend, Bradley Cooper.
Thanks, Ken and Tran. I'm here tonight because cancer touches all of us. I'm here because while there has been amazing progress in how we treat cancer, there is so much more that needs to be done. And I'm also here tonight because this year marks the 10-year anniversary of my father, Charlie Cooper's passing from lung cancer. He was my best friend, and there is not a day that goes by that I don't miss him. And that is something that sons, daughters, mothers, fathers, families, friends, and neighbors all around the world can relate to. Cancer touches all of us, and it's going to take all of us to change that fact. 100% of what you give goes directly to life-saving research programs. But the true impact goes way beyond that. You are giving hope to cancer patients and their loved ones. So please, give what you can, give from your heart, and let's stand together and end cancer.
And to all my fellow Canadians who are watching the broadcast tonight and who have been touched by cancer at this hour, know that you are in my heart, and I stand up for you. This year, we've made it easier than ever to donate. Go to the website, call the number, use the QR code. Do it now. And when you do, you'll receive a link in your donation receipt. And that link will give you the opportunity to video chat with one of us tonight.
Stand up with us. We all have a story. I had a cousin named Owen. He had red hair as a little boy. He was a serious kid and he loved birds. In his 30 years, Owen taught me how to live well. Owen passed away from glioblastoma in January of 2020. I'm so lucky to have gotten to know him and love him during his extraordinary life.
My father started cancer treatment earlier this year during what was an already very difficult year. Knowing that 100% of the money donated tonight goes to fund research and treatment is to know that that money might go towards helping my dad, or your dad, or anyone in your family who has been touched by cancer. Join us, donate tonight, and thank you very much.
I'm a survivor. I went to the dermatologist for a screening and they found a basal cell carcinoma. They were able to remove it and I'm okay. Let's give for all the survivors out there.
Let me tell you about two people I'm thinking about. My sister Alexis passed away from breast cancer, and my friend comedian Lester, who's going through his bowel cancer as we speak. Do me a favor, everybody. Get screened, all right? You can save your life. Tell other people to get screened too. And everyone, please, get on your feet and stand up to cancer.
Stand up to cancer by donating tonight and by reducing your personal risk of developing cancer every day. If you smoke, quit. Watch your diet and get active. And most importantly, stay on top of your cancer screenings.
Stand Up to Cancer and our supporter Rally Health want to help you reduce your risk of cancer by encouraging you to get appropriate screenings which can detect cancer early and significantly increase the likelihood of beating cancer and living longer. Go to the Stand Up to Cancer website to find out which screenings are best for you.
At 28 years old, during a routine doctor's visit, my doctor felt a lump in my neck. They did a lot of tests and finally told me that I had thyroid cancer. When you're young and you hear that word cancer, your mind goes to to so many places. But I tried not to panic, and I decided to get educated. I read every book and found out everything I could about it. I was fortunate to have caught it early and to have the support of my doctors and, most importantly, my family. I learned a lot during that time, not just about thyroid cancer, but I also learned that in times of crisis, we're better together. We have all witnessed the power of coming together just this past year. Scientists around the globe collaborated in unprecedented ways to develop the COVID-19 vaccine in record time. Human rights activists took to the streets all over the world to support social justice and equality. And people everywhere step up to support small businesses and entrepreneurs in their communities. We're better together. And if we're going to end cancer, it's going to require a team effort.
I'm Trey Mancini, infielder for the Baltimore Orioles. Major League Baseball is about teamwork, both on and off the field. As the founding donor of Stand Up to Cancer, MLB has helped build cancer awareness through the iconic placard moment, PSAs, and fundraising events. It's so powerful to see everybody unified, standing up and showing their support. I'm proud to be a part of Major League Baseball, not just as a player, but also as a cancer survivor. My battle with stage 3 colon cancer was the hardest fight of my life last year. But I'm standing here today as living proof that cancer research saves lives. Let's make it major and knock cancer out of the park.
Stand Up to Cancer is thrilled to team up with Major League Baseball to present Bid to End Cancer, an extraordinary auction experience powered by our friends at Heritage Auctions. Go to standuptocancer.org/auction to learn how you can participate in a series of auctions featuring everything from signed game-worn jerseys, autographed collectibles, and the once-in-a-lifetime chance to throw out the first pitch at Game 4 of this year's World Series. Now, tonight is not just about raising money for cancer research and raising cancer awareness. It's also a celebration of survivors. And I'd like to introduce you to Nick Pafani, who's here to share his story.
I'm Nick Pafani, husband, father of 2 great kids, and a pancreatic cancer survivor. When I was going through treatment, I promised myself that when I made it through, I would share my story to help inspire others. I'm grateful to be able to keep that promise, thanks to the progress in cancer treatment. I'm also proud as a MasterCard employee to stand up with MasterCard, because for over 10 years, they've been supporting the research behind new treatments by donating to Stand Up to Cancer on behalf of their cardholders and employees like me, and impacting cancer patients. Their donations have saved countless lives and given cancer patients and their families something truly priceless: hope. Katie?
Thank you, Nick, and we are thrilled Nick is doing so well. As you all know, cancer has affected so many people, and like countless others, cancer has affected me in a deeply personal way. I lost my husband, Jay, in 1998 to colorectal cancer when he was just 42. And a few years later, my older sister, Emily, died of pancreatic cancer. She was 54. I realized I had to do something. So I joined forces with 8 remarkable women, and we launched Stand Up to Cancer with a mission to make every cancer patient a long-term survivor through the power of collaboration, both inside and outside the lab. When Bud Selig and Lou Wolf saw how Stand Up to Cancer brought together scientists and doctors, they decided to do the same. They wanted to make sure they were part of Stand Up to Cancer's legacy, and so they founded the Legacy Circle and invited like-minded individuals to join them and support the critically important research of Stand Up to Cancer. We've been fortunate to have committed partners since the beginning of Stand Up to Cancer, including our scientific partner, the American Association for Cancer Research. Without them and the Scientific Advisory Committee, we wouldn't be able to do this life-saving work. Together, they have helped guide our mission and develop our research portfolio. And the work we do through Stand Up to Cancer is inspired by all the incredible scientists, doctors, nurses, caregivers, and patients who champion the fight against cancer. It takes all of us, and of course, all of you. So please, Donate now.
Hey everyone, I'm Ian Hecox. I'm Shane Top.
And I'm Courtney Miller, and we're Smosh.
Like many of you out there, we all know somebody that's been affected by cancer. So we want to do our part to keep those donations rolling in so we can change that. So we thought we'd throw a little party and we'd invite you guys. Yeah, there's no RSVP. It's flag tie optional. We just have one simple request. Give.
And we're also going to be joined by amazing guests.
The party starts as soon as this show ends.
Yeah, we made it super easy for you. Just go to twitch.tv/SmoshGames.
In the meantime, buckle up and get ready for some fun and games because together we can make an impact. We'll see you there.
$1 here, $1 there, it might not seem like much, but all of those dollars add up. Plus, American Airlines, with support from MasterCard, will double the impact of donations for miles made with a MasterCard. Call or go to the Stand Up to Cancer website and join the movement. In times of crisis, we're better together.
I'm Matthew McConaughey. Now, I first